I'm working on a BMW X5. This one's the E53, and I don't get any audio out of the speakers, but the radio appears to work. So I came back here to the rear area of the vehicle and removed the connector for the amplifier, which is located down here in the left rear wheel well. And it appears that there's been some water intrusion in here that's caused corrosion on these contacts. I'm going to try to clean this up and see if I can get this to work. I might try to soak this in something to dissolve the... So I'm working on getting the amplifier out of this X5. I've taken off the cover here for the spare tire. There's two plastic nuts here that I've removed. One is here and one is here, and it holds this plastic piece here up. And this just comes out and reveals. So I'm working on accessing the amplifier in this BMW X5. I've removed the cover over the spare tire, and I've removed these two plastic nuts that go here and here on this little plastic assembly that's blocking my access to the amplifier. So this just pulls up and out of the way. And once it's out of the way, I can see some 10 millimeter fasteners there that hold this bracket, so I can get this amplifier out of here. But I believe what I'm going to do is remove that 10 millimeter, this 10 millimeter, and this one, and I believe I can leave the bracket, but just remove the amplifier itself. I just want to get that out of there so I can clean the contacts and see what's going on in that thing. I can see from here it's a Alpine amplifier, and it says it's made in China. All right, let's get into that. So I've got a 10 millimeter socket here. I'm loosening these little short screws. I believe some water has come into here and got into that connector from maybe the windshield leaking, or one of the glass in the back leaking, or maybe the taillight's leaking. I'm gonna have to check that out. So there we go, the amplifier's dropped down. So I can get the CD player out of the way, and you might notice there's some other things going on in there. So we got it out of here. It's the E53 amplifier, and it looks like it might have suffered some water damage. I'm going to open it up and see how bad it is. So this is looking into the amplifier, the E53 audio amplifier. It appears there's maybe 3 pins that have just totally corroded away. And so that might be a challenge to fix. I can replace those pins and maybe clean them out of the connector. I'll open it up and take a look and see what that might be. So I want to take a look at this. This is a BMW audio amplifier out of the BMW X3. It's called, the model number is AMP E53. And it suffered some water damage. You can see in here. There looks like some pins have actually gotten corroded out of there. I'm going to pop this thing open and see what all might be wrong. It's important to get the correct screwdriver. I spent a lot of time and found this is a number one, but it took me several different number ones to find one that engages the screws precisely. Because the last thing I wanted to do is strip it out. So I'm just going through here, and there's Phillips, little tiny Phillips. I'm just going to remove them and see what happens. Worst case, the thing just doesn't ever work again. Which, you know, it doesn't work now, so it's no great loss. So there's the plate there. Looks like something's happened. I guess something's kind of burned. Water maybe got up into there. Must have got pretty deep to do all that. And this is heat sinks. So I know I don't really want to mess around with that, but I want to get in there to where the connector is. So I'm thinking I can do that right here. And I've also read, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that you have to program this amplifier to the car. So if that's the case, I'm not going to be replacing it or anything. I might try and make this one work. So I might be able to remove this. I want to get to the this cover. I want to see the back side of that connector. I'm thinking I could just make my own connector, since both the male and the female are kind of messed up. I think I can just make my own connector, splice it in to their thing. So yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'm not sure I want to disturb all that heat sinking going on there. But I might have to. I'm going to try taking it off here. See, this is like a plastic cover here. There's two screws here that I might be able to get in there. Need a smaller screwdriver to get into that. Oh well. I'm gonna go for it, I guess. That's a different size screw there. That's a number 2. There we go. I think I can get this back cover off. Really want to leave that heat sink alone. So I'm not that worried about breaking it because it doesn't work now. I just want to see what I can do about that connector there. Heat sink's got to come out. Thinking I could just maybe pop these little spring clips out of here. Let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, these are kind of clipped in. Zoom in a little, maybe you can see better. I'm just removing these spring clips here that hold the heat sink tightly to the components. Didn't want to have to do that because that's a lot of extra work to make sure you get that back right. And let's see, that's dielectric grease, it's white stuff. I just want to break the bond a little bit. So let's see if this will slide up now. Yep, got the heat sink off of there. So this is what I'm trying to get to, this connector here. There's also something rattling around in there. It was a standoff. Somewhere there, the standoff was doing something. But I want to get to this. You know, it may be possible. I don't believe there's any, I don't see any part in this amplifier that looks like it would be something you would need to program. This just looks like straight audio stuff to me. I'm not seeing this. These look like just audio chips. I can look up the number there. There's a number there. Let's see if I can read it. TDA 15520. It's probably an audio amplifier. I'd like to remove this. Let's see. Is there another screw somewhere holding it? Always got to check and see what the dog's talking about. This is like a shielding plate here. Here we go. Oh, I see there's a retainer right here that's bent. I need to get some pliers to straighten that out. So you can see right here, there's a metal tab that's been bent over, and that retains this board. I need to bend that back straight. Then this board can lift right off. I wonder if there's another one. There we go. So there are a lot of ICs on the back side of here I didn't notice. So, you know, it might be true that this thing is specific. And there's a tab there. I need to straighten this tab here to get that plate out of the way.